Hey, it's your girl Maury, aka Queen MC, and I am back again with another video. And this video today is real talk, okay? We finna have a real talk conversation. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, let's get into it. So, this real talk, I want to go ahead and start off 2021 since we just had this full moon in Leo releasing. We letting go of that don't no longer serve us, okay? This moon, we're shining a light on the things that's been holding us back from our confidence, our courage to expand, to express all of our creativity and those ideas, going inside to see what we are releasing from our egos, opening our hearts, Leo, to more light, more love, to be more generous and letting our light shine and inspire others to do the same, okay? Leo is a fire sign, so that means we taking action. We're taking action, but that full moon receptive feminine energy is asking us to go in. You know, it's receiving. So we're going in so we can know what it is that's been holding us back from our self-expression, expressing that creativity, expressing that, you know, whatever gifts and talents and passions that we've been putting to the side because we've been having that work to do, that shadow work to do to truly release so we can really open up to a new cycle. Because you know the full moons are culminations, beginning a new cycle. Open up to this new cycle, 2021, so that we can go in, not taking on baggage that's just unnecessary. So let's get into it. I wanted to make this video 5 things that you need to make sure that you keep in mind while you in 2021 that I'm sure that we've learned in 2020, because I know I did. And these 5 things: 1, stop giving a fuck about what people gotta say. And I know it's something that we've all been told over and over again. We've seen it, we've seen people say it, but we see stuff all the time, but we don't take it into account, especially in the moment. See, it's easy for us to see it, you know, when it's not happening, but when it's happening, that's when you got to remind yourself. So stop giving a fuck about what people got to say. People are going to talk. Humans love to talk. That's just what we do. We love to communicate. Sometimes we're projecting when we're not even realizing it. Sometimes it's something deep down within us that we haven't not touched or we're afraid to touch. Yet we're projecting is manifesting in a projection. We're shooting it out against the people in front of us, whether it's our family, our friends, work environment, business, whatever it is. We're shooting it out in regular conversation. And sometimes it's intended to make other people feel lower, or sometimes it's harmless, but you don't even realize that that's your opinion. That's your opinion. It's not a fact. How can someone tell you something about yourself and you believe them? You know what I'm saying? Even when they're close to you or their loved ones, it's easy to do that though, because of course we look at those close to us, the love, but they really care about us. Yes, but that does not make their opinion law. It doesn't. It's just the law of nature. We're humans. Outside of the associations, outside of the relationships, we are all individuals. And sometimes we just have to realize the energy that is in front of us. People can tell you that, I don't like when Queen MC wear them raps. Your raps is cute, but I don't like them, and they not that all that for me. I don't mess with them. To each his own. That's your opinion. Me, I love rap in my head. It's a sign of royalty, of divinity, of femininity, of honor. It's an exemplification, if that's the word, look, of my roots, of my heritage, of the queens that wore their head wraps because they were protecting their crown. It's sacred energy to me. It goes back in time. I love wrapping my head. It's a part of who I am, and I'ma always do it. Boom. Remind yourself that when somebody try to hit you with that over projection, whether it's harmful or not, just for you just got to remind yourself, that's your opinion. I respect your outlook. This is mine. And I hope you intend to do the same. If not, I'm still going to keep it. It don't matter to me. That's how you do it. So giving a fuck about what people got to say is just like, you got to release it. You got to let it go. Because you got to know who you are, and that leads to my second point. You got to know who you are. You got to know what you stand for. You got to know your integrity, your morals, your values, your principles. And when people talk, let them talk. It's all these people. You got to be faced with adversity in your life because you were born to be great. God said that. The universe knows that. He didn't put she, because that's another conversation. But the Most High did not put you on this planet to be incompetent, to be ignorant, to be mediocre. You chose those things. You were put here to be great, okay? You were manifested and cultivated to be great. So do that. And anybody else, they got something to say, just stop them giving a fuck, okay? Period. When you do that, you feel better and you start honoring yourself and you start knowing that I don't have to take on the mirror that you are trying to give me. You're mirroring yourself. It's okay. You're mirroring yourself. And that's what you got to remind yourself when you get into different encounters. And it ain't even got to be, look, disagreements don't cause for disrespect. It don't even got to be all that. But you just have to understand what you're dealing with. And you just also have to understand that it's going to happen. It's life. But it's how you respond. It's what makes the big difference. So stop giving a fuck about what people got to say. 2, do you and be yourself. You have to stay in alignment with what is for you. When you start to venture off doing things that are out of alignment with your nature and in your heart, of course things are it's going to be off balance. It's going to be feeling weird. It's going to be like, why is this not prospering? Because you're not really doing what's in your heart. You're doing it because someone else told you to do it. You're doing it because you think that whoever is in your life is going to love you more, is going to like you more, is going to whatever, because you're doing something that you don't want to do, but it's catering to them or it's catering to whatever it is that you're, involved in. You got to do you and you got to be yourself. You got to, that's what authentic and individuality is. If you got to standing out in the crowd, you can't be afraid to stand out, especially if you believe something wholeheartedly and you got to stand on that. You got to represent what you got to honor and represent what is in you. That's being yourself. Not altering your room, not altering yourself in a room when you step in, not altering yourself when you encounter somebody of a authority figure or whoever, family, friends. You got to be yourself. Being yourself is how you are closer to the God. Universe. We are all individuals sent here, put on these planes to fulfill our own path. How you gonna do that when you trying to follow somebody else? When you trying to do what they doing? When you trying to be like them? When you're jealous or envious or you looking like, I wish I was like that. God, like, damn, I put you here, made you an individual with all these beautiful gifts and talents, made you this beautiful human, but you don't even want that gift. You don't want that present. I gave you the present. You want somebody else's life. How that work? The space we take up is service to God. So how you doing your service if you just taking up space and ain't fulfilling what is in your heart? You put here to live and you put here to fulfill and prosper. Only when you get out of alignment with that, it's on you. It's on you. You ain't being yourself. You trying to pretend to be something that you ain't because you want to be accepted. Well, you want to be accepted by people that don't even accept themselves. How that work? They want to project onto you as if they like, but you... And you looking like, okay, something ain't adding up. So do you and be yourself. Follow your own path. Follow what's in alignment for you and trust the universe is going to attract you to everybody that's doing the same thing. You be like, dang, I can't find nobody. It's not. You're attracting that energy. So trust me, you haven't even met half the people that's going to love you for being true to who you are. That's what real is. Okay? So that's the second one. Do you and be yourself. The third one, boundaries. Okay? Look, 2021, you better have some boundaries. I don't want to hear no, well, I was doing this, but I can stop what I'm doing. No. If you're doing something and you're on your course, you in your vibe, something comes along, You can do it afterwards, unless it's an emergency, there's a different situation. But you can finish what you're doing and then do it after. That's boundaries. Don't feel like you gotta stop what you're doing or say yes, yes, yes to everything when you really want to say no, 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 hell no. Okay? That's boundaries. If you have people around you that don't respect that, that's a problem. They don't have boundaries themselves. They lack boundaries themselves. And that's something that you can teach someone by just doing it. You're inspiring. It don't matter if they don't say it or not. You're inspiring people. Your time is as valuable as theirs. When someone tells you or assume that you got all this time on your hands, they saying, fuck what you gotta do. Mine is more important. You need to stop what you're doing and cater to me. No, that ain't what we doing in 21. This is going to be a mutual understanding. Okay? Then, and sometimes when that don't work, you show people better than you can tell them. That's what it is. So, setting boundaries is not for them though. It's for you. It's a place where you can say, look, I do things this way. I understand that you do your things your way, but we can come to a mutual understanding so that we can honor each other's space. We can honor each other's level of needing to be not isolated, but that alone, needing to have our place where you understand that you have to honor my sanctuary, my aura. You can't just impose or feel like you're entitled to do something. It's boundaries. Just like you set them. When you feel like somebody is running off at the mouth, and people get to do that, and they cross the line with you, that you be like, it don't matter if they're playing or not. That's how you honor yourself and respect yourself. You say, no, I understand you play like that. I understand you do things that way. I understand you do things with that person that way, but you don't do that with me. I don't play like that. I don't do that. Boom. Those are boundaries, because if you don't have them, you will allow anything to happen. Trust me. We've all been through it. I've done it. That's why boundaries is on my list. I had to learn it. We all go through it. But it's just something that we all need to have, because when you honor, love, and respect yourself, you will not allow people to just say anything to you, do anything to you. You will not allow yourself to just do anything. I don't care who it's for, what it's for. If it's not in your heart or it's not something, and if you don't honor it, don't do it. It's boundaries. That says that. So having boundaries is healthy because you honoring how you feel. You're honoring your emotions. You're honoring yourself, And at the same time, you're showing people that we all need to have that level where we be like, I don't care if you feel a certain way. I said what I said, and that's how I feel. That's when we all have to get into the aura of honoring each other. And by doing that, setting boundaries. 4, I said 3. 4, do what makes you happy. It's a lot of times in life where we grow up, of course, we become adults, and when we're talking to the OGs or we're talking to the experienced, the wisdom adults in our lives, and they tell us that, I wish I would have done this. I regret doing this. I wish I would have had someone tell me this, or I wish I would have fulfilled my life more and done this. That's where you listen. That's wisdom. They're not saying that they don't love their life. They're just telling you that, in other words, do what makes you happy. Don't do something if it's not making you happy, and then you look back and be like, I shouldn't have done that, because then now you have a level of resentment inside of you if you haven't healed. You have a level of resentment, of anger, of sadness, something unfulfilled inside of you, and you will never, a little jitter. You will never be complete. So you have to do what makes you happy. It don't matter if it's big or small. It don't matter if it's drawing one day, cooking one day, baking one day, listening to music, meditating, whether it's praying, same difference or same thing, whether it's your business or goal, or whatever it is. Do something that makes you happy, whether it's going for a walk, getting some fresh air, taking a shower, self-care, doing the facial mask. Like, do what makes you happy. And when you do what makes you happy, it does not matter how much success you have, because happiness is success. Success is not happiness. It's successful people out there all out in the world, but they're not happy internally. That's the thing. If you're not happy inside, the outside world will only be limited gratification. It's not going to prolong it's going to be limited. It's going to be instant, and it's going to burn out. And you're going to have to find something else to fuel you, because you're not finding the energy inside to fuel yourself, because you're not doing nothing that makes you happy. You got to take care of yourself. Do what makes you happy and take care of yourself. Okay? Nothing works without you. That's Maya Angelou. Nothing works if you don't. So that's why you got to remember, do what makes you happy. It don't matter if nobody else want to do it. Do it alone. Aquarius, the age of Aquarius that we're entering, okay? Aquarius is an individual. They're going to stand out, okay? That's the energy, the Aquarius. They're going to stand out. They're going to pave a way. They're going to show you how to do something that's already been done, but in a new way. Okay? So do what makes you happy. 5th one. Set a goal for 2021. Just like I said, big or small. And put in the work and let that goal manifest into what you want. Get out of your mind that it's impossible. Get the doubt out, get the worry, get the fear. And I'm working with it now. Just like I said, we just had a full moon in Leo. We releasing. And it's just not something that's going to happen in a day. This is a lifetime thing throughout your journey. But if the more you practice it, you reprogram your mind. Get the doubt out. Get the worry. Get the fear. Get the lack of confidence. Get the lack of acceptance, self-acceptance. Get the lack of self-love out and let it release it. So that you can embrace everything that is for you, so that you can have that energy and power to manifest that goal that you're setting for 2021. 2021 can be your year, okay? Not just saying like it's just going to boom, change overnight, but look, it may. But it's the work that you're willing to put in. You can't blame nobody else no more. That's why I be like, 2021, set a goal and hold yourself accountable. No more blaming, no more shaming, no more judging. Let it go, because it's up to you. Your life is your life. It's in your hands. Nobody owes you a thing. And we all feel like that at some point in our life. We feel like something, someone, whatever owes us something. They don't. It don't. That's what it is. It don't. The only thing you should expect is respect. An environment that's giving you love, care, compassion, knowledge, trust, honesty, communication. You want an environment that you're going to surround yourself with, that's feeding you, not draining you, not dumping garbage. You know what I'm saying? If you talking more negative than you is positive, you need to rearrange something. You need to do some restructuring. That's real talk. Because don't think that nothing positive to come to you if you keep talking negative. If you keep feeding yourself doubt and worry and fear, that's what it is. I've done it. I do it. And I stop. I get better at it. How? Because I keep practicing every day and I keep telling myself I am what? I am worthy. I deserve more. I am a woman of high value. I am a divine energy. I'm a manifestation of the Most High. I am a master manifester. I'm a master alchemist. I am the grand architect. I am Zodiacus in the flesh, the woman, the Moorish queen. Okay? That's what I tell myself. Affirmations, speak them. 2021, that's how you do. Set your goals. Reinvent yourself, recharge, realign yourself as much as you need to. Ain't no such thing as staying the same, because if you do, you don't do nothing but die. You are a plant. Water yourself, feed yourself love, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, and grow. Just like I'm saying, look, metamorphosis. We are, caterpillars going into the cocoon, and when that cocoon breaks, We're going to spread our wings and be beautiful butterflies. But first, we have to do what? Set our goal and manifest that shit and watch it come to life. So our 5 things was the first one. The first one, look, stop giving a fuck about what people got to say. That ain't got nothing to do with you. You tell you are what you say you are, not what nobody else says that you are. 2, do you and be yourself. The greatest thing you can do is be true to who you are and never fold. 3, set boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. That gives you a foundation of what you will and will not allow, what you do and what you do not want. 4, what was 4? Do what makes you happy. Can't forget that. Do what makes your heart, set your heart on fire. Okay? Do what ignites your spirit, makes you smile, makes you laugh. Do what makes you happy, whether it's big or small. Even if it's alone, do it. And 5, set your goals and hold yourself accountable. You are responsible for your life, no one else. Just remember, anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. It's only limited if you allow it. So like I said, that's the 5 things for 2021 that you can take with you and remind yourself every day if you need to. Watch this video in the morning for motivation if you need to. But understand that this is your time. The time is now and it's in the present. So like I said, it's your girl Queen MC, Maury aka Queen MC, coming to you. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. And like I said, always, peace and love.